PUBG was the gateway drug for battle royales for myself. I remember seeing some gameplay of H1Z1 and finding it interesting, but too reliant on just two-tapping people in the game through helmets. PUBG was more about the story, landing, finding guns, attachments, and making your way towards the zone, while avoiding the world around you and players trying to take you out. While certainly not perfect, PUBG was truly a game that everyone loved during its apex. Over time it waned off because Bluehole made decisions that most people disagreed on, but I digress. Many battle royales have come and gone, but this one seems like it could be dope, but it has a huge asterisk right out the gate. Super People uses a class-based system in order to create more interesting and unique gameplay instances every time you load into the game. There's a ton of options, some being better than others, screw Gas Soldier, but most seem really interesting with active and passive traits. On top of that, each class has a gun that the class wants you to use, and doing so gives you a buff in damage. When you start a round, everyone starts at level 1. As you kill, survive, and upgrade yourself through capsules, you gain more perks that coincide with your chosen class. Anything from more damage with your chosen gun, to rolls, special grenades, and ultimates that are unlocked at level 10. Now, each perk you require is random. You don't get a say in what you unlock next. And while I do have some personal grievances with this choice, I understand why it was made. Without the randomness of each perk upgrade, people would min-max the hell out of the game really fast. And developers obviously don't want that, which I get behind. It allows for more replayability, and besides, each class feels more unique when things are random, and that there's not a lot of overlap in terms of similar perks you get every single game. They exist, but they're usually passives that you don't notice, or the ones that you don't even have. The map is large and diverse, but because it's so early on, only around 60 people are in one game, so the entire map's not utilized. The 30-second loop of the game is what you'd expect for a battle royale these days. However, a page that was taken out of Fortnite's playbook was the idea of upgrading weapons. And Super People takes it a step further by letting you craft the weapon upgrades by finding various materials across the map. And the best part, honestly for me, is that they separated your actual loot inventory with the materials you find to craft upgrades for not only weapons, but armor and your backpack as well. It's actually a really nice touch, and it doesn't really bog down your inventory any more than it already feels like sometimes with how limited space is, and it can be. Across the map, you'll find different power bars that when consumed will provide you a buff for about 90 seconds. These range from more damage, more defense, or more movement speed. And while you can only have one active at a time, as far as I'm aware, I haven't actually tried to consume two at the same time, they can be just what you need to turn a bad situation back in your favor. And the best part is that there's no limit to how many you can carry, so just grab them whenever you see them, or when you find them on a dead body. It just makes it much more sense to do it that way. Another unique mechanic is the personal supply box. Every game, about halfway through, a box is going to drop onto the map that is designed specifically for your class that you're currently using. It will usually have an upgraded version of the weapon the game wants you to use, along with any items you wish. Yeah, you can actually add up to 6 additional items to the box of your choosing, whether it's health, ammo, attachments, or anything. It makes the box more costly when you open it, but allows for a potential huge power spike in the mid-game. While this game does offer a lot of new iterations on the same formula, this is still very new and it has its own issues. We're only about a little over a month since it's been released and there's already a huge cheating problem. Who the fuck would have guessed at this point in time when it comes to games? But the devs seem adamant about doing their best to fix it, so yay, I suppose. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but hit registration feels awful sometimes. Sometimes you melt people, and other times you shoot them and it goes right through them, you don't hit them once. Either way, it's something myself and others seem to agree on, and it's one of the things I harped on the most when I did the survey for the game. They have a survey if you've played the game, so I actually recommend you do it, and actually give critical feedback, because this game is cool, and it would be nice to get them some good feedback. And I like it, but it definitely needs a little bit more love and polish, which it sounds like it's getting, which is nice. And this game has a chance to be a great one to come back to every once in a while and just mess around and have fun. I don't take it seriously when I play, especially like playing Tarkov and stuff. Like Battle Royales, that's like my relaxed game now, because I just don't give a crap. Hopefully the issues they are aware of get resolved sooner rather than later, and it may just be another Battle Royale, but it's different enough to warrant checking it out. It's also free, meaning no barrier of entry, which is great. Either way, I'm excited to see the prospect of another BR becoming somewhat interesting, and playing it on the side of all the different games that are coming out this year on the horizon. There's a lot of stuff coming out to be excited for. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope to see you in future ones.